So you land at the landing docks.
I go to the Temple of Vesh.
Like what?
Oh, did we have a conversation in the meeting? No, never mind.
No, we didn't. Not yet.
Right.
Okay, so Vesh, what are your other guys gonna do?
So, Eos, how's the Elin potion?
He's looking into it.
Oh, that's good.
He's working on it. I gave him some walking around money.
Right.
To kind of to get some supplies forward, so he can get that whole thing up and running.
Okay.
I'm looking into some healing potions myself. Looking into kind of making some of that.
All right, that's very good.
And my own and we have cactus juice. As I'm going to call it.
Should we, not to interrupt your...
No.
That's fine.
I'll
Should
just
we
keep on
go
talking
to
about
the people who have missions for the crown and see if they have anything in Kharakaz?
Yeah, we could do
the
that.
Cabal.
To see if that we have something that can give us a job in Kharakaz?
Right.
I say we enact the plan.
Yeah, you do. I'm just gonna talk to Davri for a second. Davri?
Yep.
You wanna go? Do you wanna do something with the necromancer? Are we dropping her off now, or are we keeping her?
Yes. I don't know who or what she is.
No.
But I obviously know who she is, but I don't know what her dealio is. And I don't feel real good about just kind of letting her out in the world.
No.
At the same time, I don't necessarily think that she's an immediate danger to us.
I have a sneaking suspicion that this here Seeker might not be on the up and up, as it were.
A slithering suspicion?
No, I assumed that wasn't.
Yeah, and since she seems to be on bad terms with the Seeker, there's a bit of the old enemy of my enemy is my friend. But I think perhaps we keep her around so she can prove herself.
I think friend is perhaps a
strong word. Yeah,
but at the very least, the enemy of the guy I don't really trust might be someone that I could maybe use to help me with the guy I don't really trust.
Yeah, I mean, I see why that's not really the saying.
It sounds better.
Yeah, how does it sound?
Oh man, I don't really trust this. The guy he doesn't like us. Is a good guy.
Yeah. Such a beautiful language. It's the language of love. Right. So do you have anything planned while the others are trying to?
Well, I considered going shopping, but alternatively, I think it might be worth what's it called? Trying to learn more about the Witch Queen.
Yeah. Should we? I'm assuming there's a big old library in town, right?
Yeah, that would be. That's also
we go to the
tradition
to the
party and shopping is over.
to the library.
Yes. Let's see if we could go to the library.
Okay, so let's start with you, Aurora. You're heading towards the Temple of Vesh.
Yes.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Fargo.
Greetings, Aurora.
How are you doing?
Going very bad.
How's the temple doing?
He looks around and see there's nobody else beside him. It's like,
It's been burnt down.
Turns out the god of secrets.
Good.
No one knows what the temple is.
I just want to ask you, how often have you met Vesh?
oh, I never met him. I've been set by him once, but I never met him per se.
I saw him a couple of nights ago. He came to visit me. I don't know if it was a dream or what, but I think he has some plans.
Probably. Well, always is, conniving, some might say.
Yes, but yeah, it was a weird experience. Anyway, I was looking for Nyx. Is she in town?
I believe she is in town, yes. Just returned from a mission.
Could you send message to her that we would like to know some information on Kharakaz?
On Kharakaz? Yeah, yes.
And
in particular, just general knowledge.
just general knowledge, especially if they have some spies behind enemy lines, what's going on there, and
Well, certainly they have, but
The Wikipedia summary.
and perhaps, Wikipedia summary. Just general knowledge on Black Shield. And perhaps if they have an inkling, feeling if he's the one who's actually in charge.
and you see he actually pauses it and looks at you and says, "What do you mean by that?"
Looks around. Is there anyone else?
Make a perception check.
Could anyone be hiding in the God of Secrets temple?
13.
No, he's doing
Well,
it.
you do see there are some people that walk back and forth against the street behind you.
Okay, close the door.
Can I get in now? Okay, so you're walking. You see, I was like, well, okay, so we're talking in here. Oh,
Yes.
by the way.
We met someone, and he told us that perhaps the Witch Queen isn't as dead as we've believed her to be.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Persuasion check.
Actually, you've learned that a lot of people are less dead than you expected them to.
13.
13.
Yep.
Everyone's a necromancer.
Aurora, this might seem
reevaluate everything.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay, you just told me you talked with a god and now the Witch Queen is instead of that.
That was before Vesh came to me in my dream.
I don't think
This
it's the order that
seeker was telling all sorts of things, but some I believe was said just to get a rise out of the hounds. But he was asked to help with the invasion, and he declined, or so he says, and he was asked to raise an undead army, so we just want to know what's going on, if there's anything going on.
Very well, I will inform Systemics of this is happening.
Thank you. And before I go out, I will put 20 gold in the gold box. And then I'll leave, go back.
Building those coward ones, right?
In the gold box, please. Not silver again. God damn it! We don't accept that here.
The offense doesn't take the gold coins.
We don't give change.
And I put the 2 eggs somewhere in the temple.
Okay, make a sleight of hand.
Now see, that's a good prank.
21.
That makes more sense.
I would actually say you should have put the eggs in the...
Paco will find the eggs, but it will probably be at some point when they have turned bad and start to explode.
I just realized what's going to happen at Miller's Hill now. Bob's gonna hear about that goddamn gold-laying chicken. Gonna buy the chicken, gonna feed it to the snakes. Gonna hope for some gold-ass snakes. And she's gonna get them.
But you missed an opportunity. You could have put the eggs in the gold collection box and then hope that they would open it and be like, it's an egg laying collection box.
I thought about that, but I think just hiding the eggs like behind the gold box, it would suffice.
Yeah, that's gonna be messy at some point. Very well, so you did that. Jace and Neris, where were you heading?
To Lord Tristan's office to speak with the Cabal.
Okay, well, the Cabal you met were inside the what was it again? The Order of the Moon Shadows?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's where we're-
true. But wasn't that? But that was just because that was Aurora's contact person.
Oh, I see.
But Lord Tristan is a member of the Cabal.
He is a member of the Cabal.
Let's go to him. I think we know him. I think it makes more sense.
Tristan.
That we could contact him through that.
If we can't trust Fia's old character, then who can we trust?
And you see again the guy that shocked you last time in order to pass over a secret note that sorry, have you made time with the Lord?
Yes,
May I see the paper?
we have mislaid the papers. We're very busy, but I'm pretty sure that if you just mention our names, we're the Hounds of War. Lord Tristan will see us immediately.
We would like a meeting, please.
We may not have made made time with him, but I can assure you that he will make time for us.
I'm very sorry, he is not in, and I'm certain that he is not within the lasting sun in.
Inside. Wait, what?
Alright, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll
Let us not go there.
Yes, of course, he wouldn't be waiting for you by anyone there.
Thank you.
That's some thieves' cat right there. I'd like to inside this check this Mama Jamma anyway, because I don't think I trust him. I think I mistrust him. In fact, 16.
You do realize that his mouth moves in a way that doesn't fit with the actual words he's saying. As if somebody's trying to read his lips, they would be unable to do so.
But who would do that?
Anyway, we'll go to the inn while you're mistrustful.
Yes, I will go to the inn mistrustfully.
Just going.
What the hell is this? Hey guys, okay. Before we go in, this might be a trap.
Oh, it's totally a trap.
Really?
What?
I don't know.
Why would you say it, Jace?
Wait, where's Arthur?
Yes.
still have Arthur?
Yes, he's right here. Isn't that right, Arthur?
Very well, you go in.
We go into the place
The
that
last
has
one
twisted.
is a decent sized establishment.
Decent sized? Damn it, I'm small.
Yeah. The roof itself has a magical illusion of a sunset, and that creates the same light as basically chandeliers. And you can see various plates with this food that is, well, fatty and greasy, but seems to be very enjoyed by the people eating that.
Well, that makes sense. It's McDonald's.
Yeah.
That's something you see?
It's fantasy McDonald's. All right, okay. Do we see Lord Tristan when we go in?
You see a man who seems to be sitting by the side of an imperial officer. He's clearly hooded and so forth, but you do realize that as soon as he watches you, he finishes this conversation and invites you over. And as you get closer, you can see it is Lord Tristan.
The tiger wakes at midnight. What's with all the cloak and dagger, Tristan?
That's just our dress.
What's going on?
Well, sometimes it's like to have the benefit of anonymity.
Hard to do when your manservant just tells people where you are. Probably look into that.
No, I told him to inform me if you returned.
Oh, that's not. Oh, okay.
Anyway, we're...
Then why wouldn't he just tell us?
It's not important. Anyway, we are here
I'm
because
gonna focus
we were thinking maybe the crown has some work in Kharakaz.
Well, the various works the Empress has that for people to, well, pervade the wall lands, as it's called.
Because we are at a point now where we would like to sort of look at the source of all of this
Without saying too much, we've come into contact with some information that we'd just like to look into a little bit.
Certainly.
And we were hoping that we could maybe hitch our wagon, as it were, to some effort going on down there.
Well, if you want to travel to Kharakaz, you will probably have to either fly or teleport to one of the nearby nations.
Fly is possible.
We still have the airship.
However, I cannot guarantee your safety with either these methods.
But I mean,
Is there
could you
another
ever
option?
really?
I mean, are you
No,
sending other people there?
Again, we have sent several
Scouts?
airships to scout. Not all of them return.
No.
That's what
Okay.
I'm
Oh no.
saying.
Yeah, it would obviously be dangerous.
My suggestion would be probably to travel to either Solstead or maybe Arkenmore and travel from there.
On foot. By land, I mean.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
essentially.
Kind of like the sound of that.
But do you have anything you need done there?
Well,
in Kharakaz, I mean,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
because we might as well do
well,
that while we are
definitely
looking.
The primary goal right now, which we will have people for that, is to investigate and find out how the situation is there.
We can do
Another
that.
one is to form a rebellion, essentially, a resistance.
That also sounds very much within our possibility.
Sure, but we're not the most inspiring.
No, but
Serenade.
for some reason, chaos just happens.
That's true. I mean, yeah, I'm sure, if it's just a disruption, we're your team.
Because generally, right now, what we are trying to do is gather allies before sending.
Has there been any talk of some hobgoblins or some people within Kharakaz who might be less than excited about this war?
course, there are factions within the nation that do not wish to participate. And most of them have been wiped out.
Makes sense.
We try to have them aid us during the mission in what's the town again? I'm just trying to recall. That would be essentially it's the one shot.
Was that Brinefoot?
I can't recall. That's why.
Was it Metal Gorge?
Metal Gorge, yeah. So Metal Gorge keep.
Metal. Okay, so they're located there.
But they seem to have expanded from there, and they're using a sort of headquarters for the invasion, working between there, sending information from the kingdom itself.
Okay, so if we went to Metal Gorge, we might be able to find make some contact with some people who could aid us further. Is that what you're saying?
I believe that most of them have been driven to the outskirts of Metal Gorge, so probably within. Last I've heard from them would be in Delta Bay.
Okay, so that's what we need. Delta Bay.
Just a quick question. You're not sending the entire army to the front line, right?
No, we have to be prepared in case the ambush shows.
That is good, right?
Yeah, no, probably wise. I think these guys have a better grasp of military.
But I mean,
Almost definitely.
Even if the undead thing was foiled.
Yeah, they might be working on some. Sorry,
excuse me.
We've heard whispers, let's say, of an attempt at creating an undead army in Norwenia to attack to march south, while the majority of the imperial army was focused on Kharakaz. However, that one didn't pan out, but they might still be planning. Just be aware.
They might using someone else to do so.
Yeah, well, such an army would take some ages.
Yeah.
Yeah, or a small group of very powerful ones.
It's again, we don't know any more than that. We will. I think.
No,
there's
thank you for
if this information that we've received pans out, we will tell you all about it. But I think right now we need to just keep it close. So we'll head in towards Delta Bay and see what we can dig up there.
Do we need to sign up for the work?
Well, I could talk with Pennyworth and make sure that public, or not public, but imperial decrees make sure that you are rewarded for this effort.
Could we maybe? Would there be a possibility that the decree, as it were, that this information would maybe say something like liberating Metal Gorge?
Yeah, that.
Or so you mentioned Brine Fort?
Brine Fort is located not far from
Then say that.
Yeah.
Just in case there's
So that we don't want to
eyes within the palace, we might be able to mislead them. We're trusting you though, and this dude.
Yes. In terms of transportation, I could arrange the circle of paths to make a teleportation spell ready.
Oh yeah, I guess that would work. Or we could fly to whatever nearby countries and then make our way in. We would be teleporting to a nearby country.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, we wouldn't be teleporting directly into Kharakaz. I assume.
I wouldn't recommend it.
No. Okay.
I have a question. Why I'm not here, but why would we want to teleport rather than take the ship?
Time.
Okay.
But perhaps it's
Subtlety,
wise
I think, as well.
To bring the ship to another nation, just in case we need to get away quick.
I see your point.
I mean, it's just so we don't have to rely on fleeing on foot.
I ultimately agree. You know, if we could, if there's some way we could have the ship, maybe not within Kharakaz itself, I assume that probably won't be possible. But nearby, it would maybe be able to save us.
Would be to fly to Stanley and then from there take a ship.
The point is, we've been in some very tough fights recently.
But we could just fly it to somewhere close by. I can't remember what those countries are called.
One of the closest nations would be Arkenwald, which is essentially a high elven society. And then there's Solstad.
Okay, another.
What's up with Solstice? What's their deal?
Well, they are like a melting pot of different races.
Okay, we could just fly to Solstead, park it.
Okay, we could also do something. We could have the crew fly there, and we teleport.
You also know that
So we get there soon.
Families
to start working, and then the ship will be there.
Sure. What?
Espen Goldscale's family originate from Solstead.
So we go to Solstead.
Capital.
We hang out with Espen's parents. A man I've never met. And we'll contact his parents, hang out with them, see what they're up to, tell them about the fact that they're not descended from gold dragons, but in fact black dragons, and then make our way to old Kharakaz. But actually, I like the idea of teleporting and then having the others fly the ships, and we can make it quick.
We should get some more sending stones.
We should get some.
I mean, you can cast sending, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
People just get these sending stones.
Yeah.
How common are they?
Well, you just find them lying around.
And you go just pick up a rock.
Sure, but I'm talking about the magical or non-magical kind here.
You go to Fantasy Apple Store, and you get your newest Sending Stone 6.
I rock.
Oh my god, this one's
Call me
corpus.
I rock.
Yeah, I rock. Listen, we have ways of communicating with each other.
Really, you didn't go with Ice Stone?
Oh boy.
I had lip services.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So that's a deal, Tristan.
Certainly.
Cool.
Gold retreat.
Oh yeah, right. That's right. Great Dane. I did it.
Pass the stone.
Yep. I've been in terrible pain this entire time.
That's where sending stones come from.
That's where sending stones.
Oh god.
Well, that's just how it is. Is that how it is? Yeah. All right. Cool. So let's get out of here. I'll take some fries to go, and we can get out of here.
Yes, you essentially get what amount of potato chips or something like that. And Darby and Blake, where were you heading?
The library. Oh yeah, we were going to the library. In the burr.
It's full of books.
And then we're gonna go we're gonna study hard.
It's not even D20. It's a D20.
Studying hard or hard studying?
Studying hard.
Yes.
Cool, thanks.
Still
rolling my dice.
You come to the library, after some bit of asking some rounds of both, the other one of the librarians there, and the central lake sprint arrives. Again, he's in a labyrinth, which is basically the pretty elves, and he clearly a haughty type fellow, like barely able to look down. His head always has to tilt a bit. Thank you. So. What do you seek of love?
I think this conversation doesn't really work because he's like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the top of your hair.
Yeah. It's out my.
Hand you a analog sending stone.
Yeah.
Don't you have a ladder?
I'm sure you can watch visualization step
I
levels.
am Reverb of the Church of Laika, the member of the Hounds of War. We wanted to study up on some of the old history of the world.
Wow, that was delightfully unspecific then.
Witch Queen. We're looking for the Witch Queen. Anything about the Witch Queen?
Well, you will have
Anything
to
related to the Witch Queen?
Basically, point out to that section. Well, we have here everything ranging from the rise and fall of the Witch Queen. Yes.
Autobiography.
Essentially, like the story of Galenia.
How I killed my husband and got away with it.
My evil plan.
Here are my weak points.
How I poisoned my husband.
Right.
So, but it's like it takes like how did the king die?
The rise and fall.
If I did.
Yes, I was gonna go. There's one of those there.
How I would have got away with murder.
How a friar told me to fake my own death.
Well, yeah. So you can make let's say an investigation check.
Yeah, boy.
With advantage because you have to.
Yeah, boy.
It's worse. No, it's actually.
Suzu.
Yeah. Yep. What specifics are you looking into?
So I think we want to know basically. We want to kind of try to get a picture of. We don't like she just disappeared. Like the island separated, the area separated from the rest of the land, and
Oh right, yeah. She was killed in the battle, and now we can't get to the
Ocean,
place anymore because of the
Or
mist.
was she killed?
Yeah.
Probably died of old age.
No one lived that long.
But I would like to kind of get a character portrait of her, like how she operated, how she.
Oh yeah, I thought you actually meant.
No. But like get an idea of get into her head basically, how what her motivations were as far as we can.
Evil.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, essentially, because right now we know that she tried to destroy everything, but I mean, that's not really a goal.
No.
No, as from what you can tell, she was like the steel boot type of person. Essentially, either you obey or you die. That was her motto. She was also the sort of person that when she had a goal in mind, she worked just in a straight line towards it. Not much like mind games and that sort.
What race was she?
And it was 27, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
I won't bring race into
again,
this.
you don't get specific confirmations. There are some rumors that she was a hag spawn.
A hag spawn?
Yeah, essentially a child that has been a baby child has been devoured by a hag.
Oh, yeah,
then,
those assholes.
Reborn.
Wait, like a witch furball?
Like a hag spawn?
Yeah.
What? Which football?
Yeah.
Is that what furballs are?
Well, in a way, basically, yeah. It's the hair they eat and then they spit it up again.
Oh, a furball. Not a furball.
Furball. Yeah, that's also what I heard.
Furball got a race. These half giant things.
Sort of minotaur looking.
They seem to be playing.
Yeah, in the new one. Yeah, that's true. That's true. They had the cow.
Poor family. But gained the attention of the king due to the fact that she could predict the future.
Yep.
And he used her ability to win battle after battle against first the nation of Arendelle.
Is there any information about her own abilities beyond the fact that she can see the future? Like,
okay, later on she started to summon demons.
okay, cool.
I mean,
what about what her any idea of what her end goal was or what direction she was working
that was
toward?
to claim all of Tribal.
I like
almost succeeded.
I like just the in-game idea of Blake. There's a book, yes, and then you just go, what about this? Yes, this.
Yeah, essentially, she wanted to rule everything. Everyone had to submit to her whims and rules.
And she was pretty direct about it, right?
Yeah, not a lot of mind games. At least when she ascended the throne, then that's when the steel boot came into play.
Okay, so in her ascension, she would actually do some kind of conniving shit.
Well, there's some speculation as to why would the king marry her in the first place. Was it love, or did she?
Boobs, I'm assuming.
Or did she use the spells? No one is entirely sure.
Lady scones.
Was it the lady scones? Wagga wagga.
Woman's gone.
Wow. Do you do anything else? I don't
really. Do I know anything about hag spawn? How like their longevity and stuff like that?
An accounting check.
Bet you wish your wizard friend me was there.
12.
Or Branding.
12.
Yeah, that'd be better.
Essentially, unless a hag spawn commit to the transformation and become fully hag, they tend to have the same longevity as, well, between humans and elves. So
Okay.
About maybe 400 years.
And hags can live.
Oh, that depends. Some are almost indefinitely
Okay.
old.
Yeah.
She's probably dead of old age.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That makes sense. She's probably someone pretending.
How pretty was the Empress?
Actually, Jace would be able to answer that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was
I've seen her.
stunning beautiful.
Also,
the scene, ladies and
so
gentlemen.
let's not forget that there are several ways to prolong your life magically without even veering that much into kind of necromancy. Or at least not undead.
I'm not saying she's a
Necromancy, but no undead. You know,
she ain't messing with her. I don't know how, Brian.
So,
I mean, not even. I mean,
clone yourself.
there's different.
Also,
different.
there's that skin cream they put it on. Doctors hate you.
Yeah. They're different.
Doctors hate her.
I seem to remember Neris telling me about different druidic circles that prolong their lives. Some of them monks, I believe.
She could be. No, not there. Sending. But I guess. I
guess she could be.
Well, I guess she could be. She could also just be undead.
Yeah, it's true.
A ghost, a wraith. And she could have gone lich before she died.
I mean, have you looked in the monster manual? There are like 5 different ghost people. It's so weird.
The middle options. If you're very magical, you can live for a long time.
Yeah,
the problem is ghosts and undead are good people.
That's true.
No, the Witch Queen. The Witch Queen.
Right, so not a lot of. I guess we go back and see if we're going to Kharakaz or not.
Right, guess so.
Good news, everybody! We're going to Kharakaz!
No, we still need information.
Oh, goody.
But I'll see if...
He's the Witch Queen.
What was it? Chase? We had
You have a thing going on.
We had to liberate.
We said we'd.
But what was the place?
We're going to Delta Bay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, could we wait until I get answer from Sister Nyx?
Actually, what do we know about that place?
It's just after Charlie Bay and just before Echo Bay. So, what do you know about what?
Delta as in a swamp.
About the place?
Oh, it's in a
Nothing. Literally nothing.
Actual literal delta.
Yeah.
Cool. But also a bay.
Just like Miller's Hill.
I mean, they go Delta then Bay.
Yeah.
Or maybe Bay then Delta.
No, it'd be Delta than Bay.
Depends on if you're coming from the sea or not.
It is located near the coastline.
Good, I'm glad this bay is near the coastline.
What? This is river to me.
No. This is river.
Yeah.
This is Delta.
Yeah, you said this
Delta then Bay.
Yeah.
Is a bay like? Why is a bay this? Is a bay this?
No, a bay is like.
Yeah, no. A bay is much bigger. So it's river.
No.
Delta.
A bay is an inlet in the sea.
Yeah.
A bay isn't a lake. You're describing it. This is a lake.
Yeah.
It's no lake.
Oh, so it goes Bay then Delta.
If you're coming from the sea, it's first the bay, and then the bay
branches
goes into the delta.
Yeah,
but if you're going via the river, it's a delta. First it's a delta, and then when that delta is finished, it turns into a bay.
Right,
that's
that
the
makes
sea.
sense.
The river flows to the sea.
Okay, I'm going to imagine that all this is in game.
Yeah.
We're going to Kharakaz and we're going to this bay. Well, this is bay.
This is bay.
I think perhaps we just haven't learned the same thieves' cant then.
That is a plan.
I think I'm picking on Thieves' Cant.
All right, just to get everyone.
I think I'm trying to get Thieves' Cant. And it's just like most of what you said.
Yeah.
You have to kill him. I said that. Thieves can't. We have to let him live. This is opposite.
We have to not kill him.
Thieves can't.
Right.
Okay, just to get everyone caught up, we have arranged for us to go to Delta. Well, no, not to go to Delta. To be teleported to somewhere, to a country near Kharakaz, and make our way to Delta Bay to make contact with a group of rebels who seem to be who seem to be fighting the Kharakian the regime.
The Kharakans.
The Kharakans regime.
And then we'll have the ship follow us.
Yes,
To
that
the
is
land where we teleport.
Yeah.
They're the Kharakans.
The Kharakans regime.
Yeah.
That is the plan, and then if we can get shut up, and then if we can see if we can maybe get some information regarding whoever's leading this rebellion, maybe, or then maybe just kind of fuck this shit up if we got.
Just a quick question.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a decent thing, actually.
The airship actually float. Could it land on water and just float?
It's not suited for.
Alright.
But could it become?
For that genuine Titanic experience.
So
But in our experience, the airship can just hover.
Yeah.
So you can hover just over the water.
One thing, but I just figured if we needed to get away quickly.
Yeah.
One thing that I'm not certain I understand about this world
Yeah.
Oh,
is what the mist thing. What is that all about?
Well, the mist is anti-magical, meaning that, for instance, spells such as teleportation or even the airships, if they're struck by this mist, they will cease functioning. It's one of the reasons why you cannot leave the Triward area, because this anti-magical mist has surrounded it, and it's called the Aurora.
It's like the Bermuda Triangle.
And sometimes this mist will float in banks and causing trouble.
Two vessels
And actually,
forming around this.
to explain something, the only one around right now who's ever been through it is Jace. I mean, in our group, right?
There are people living there.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently.
Good.
Weird folk.
Weird folk who has something to do with hags.
Oh, yeah.
Because,
I don't.
and as far as we know, that the chunk of island that the Witch Queen separated
Right, well.
went into the mists.
Yeah, then went somewhere up west and drifted.
I think, like, totally go to Delta Bay, do this thing. Long term, though, I think we should maybe see if we can figure some way to get through the mists and find out.
I just hope you were gonna say to remove the mist, because when we started this game,
That was the initial hope.
the initial thing that Espen wanted to do was like, let's clear the mist. Yeah, okay, so you just started out and your long-term goal is, let's save the world. But yeah, let's go through the mist. That could be a good idea.
I think it's because the mystery of the like we need to know what happened to the Witch Queen.
Namaste.
I'm assuming she died of old
I don't
age. Long term, I think we should keep our eyes open for methods that can help us get through the mist.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Perhaps we should figure out the long-term plan also once we've been in Kharakaz. Maybe there are clues that are leading us in a different direction.
If the Witch Queen has nothing to do with this, the stake in this, I mean, obviously we still help the Empire at least to keep it a status quo. That's in everyone's interest. But like, I'm not personally that. I mean, I don't necessarily need to see either the Empire or Kharakaz win this war if the Witch Queen isn't involved.
I'm definitely for the Empire winning, because they don't seem to have slaves here.
Yeah, again.
Well, still a paladin. Still a mastermind.
We also know that, I mean, it's not like this Empire's like squeaky clean.
What?
Well, there's a bunch of stuff that they're doing.
I mean, take that.
It's like the secret police and stuff. They're up to their shenanigans.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like the best case scenario, kind of the war is sort of ended without any sort of major losses, and the goblins can go back to Kharakaz, and the Empire can stay in the Empire. That would be like.
I mean, the goblins can honestly fuck off. It's
Yeah.
So
I thought maybe you, of all people, might be more.
Do you know what it's
tolerant.
Do you know what it's like to grow up around orcs and goblins? It's not fun looking like this.
Are you implying you're a twink?
Or you can hunt with the snakes.
Whoa.
No.
Alright, fine, let's kill them all. I'm okay with that one as well.
Dabri, I have an idea. There's a definite connection between the mist and the Feywild, yeah?
Not per se. There is, for ordinary mists, yes, there is a connection, but this is something else.
Oh, I thought there was a rumor that when it got place got it essentially fell into the Feywild.
There are these, let's say, places in the world, where, for instance, where natural mist were gathered, where there's this thin line between the Feywild and the material plane, and that can allow to pass.
Jason knows all about that.
Yes, totally. Where is that?
I was just thinking, if we needed to go beyond the mist, perhaps going through the Feywild could be an idea.
Oh,
I
travel interdimensionally.
Somebody.
That would be possible.
I
At least for the Feywild. Other planes.
Captain agrees.
I mean, after this Kharakaz thing, I can try to see if I can contact Lady Galadriel and see if I can hitch a ride.
So sure you're good
For a
at
good
Gara.
case.
I just immediately went, sorry.
Right, let's
She's basically an elf.
let's do that. Let's go to Kharakaz, kick some butt, and then
Okay,
some
can
Kharakaz.
we wait until Sister Nyx returns with some information. She might...
can do! Sorry, girl!
Well, I guess I'll go shopping all the way then.
I don't know how long... We didn't actually make any
She'll
specific...
probably come soon, so...
Yeah, let's go.
I hate organizing stuff!
And speaking of which,
Right. Should we, do you wanna have a crack at that demon
hey, was that librarian into me?
You get the sense that he was more into the books around him than you.
I look at you and go.
Just a minute. I need to just go back to Tristan real fast. Tristan, are you still here?
Have you photocopied that in?
No. I found it online.
That's cool.
Yes.
Are you Tristan?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just enjoying my time.
I look at it. Is he Tristan?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Tristan, I forgot to arrange how and when we'll be teleporting, Tristan. Tristan, please.
I wanted to tell, but I didn't even know that was the matter.
Tristan, we made this very clear. I think.
Okay, yes. When do you want me to arrange the teleportation?
Give me a minute. I'll just ask the crew.
Sending. Yeah, but we can't really respond.
No, you can. You can, but then you can respond in 25 words.
Oh.
Oh, God.
You had to keep the line open for
Hey,
hours.
guys. And by guys, I just mean Aurora, because it's just you I'm contacting. Ting. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Shit. I need to ask you, sending a question, please. When do the others want to go to Kharakaz? You can respond to this message. No worries. I love you.
Okay.
Lots of love. Yes.
Okay, I'm back at the ship. Eos wants to know when we want to go.
But that was only you who had the business before, right?
Yeah.
What?
Do you want
2 days? 3 days?
Tomorrow at noon.
Tomorrow.
Do you know when,
Tomorrow at noon?
Yeah.
do you know when she will return?
Probably as soon as possible, if I know Sister Nyx. Okay, do I also only have 25 words?
Yep. That's how sending works.
Because tomorrow at noon, that's more than 25 words.
I love it so much.
Hello, Eos. It is I, your sister, Aurora. I have talked to everyone else, and they say tomorrow at noon. Okay, love you lots. Bye.
How about tomorrow at noon?
What's the actual destination that we need to prepare for?
Give me a sec. Salisbury?
Solstead? That's the whole nation.
Oh, Solstead close to the border to Kharakaz?
Okay.
Any port town?
Oh, I was,
Anywhere that's easy.
we should just. You're right. We should just sell. But any port town. Sorry, where Delta Bay is that? Where's that close? What kind is that?
That will be close towards Ollengar.
Ollengar. Okay, well then take us to Ollengar near a port town.
As I suggested.
I don't remember talking to you at all. I barely remember being here.
You really should get key in mind.
Did you?
That would take all the character out of it.
Yes, you either take travel to Stanweg, the nation down south, which will be Jotunheim, or you take this town in Solstead, which would be Holmbeck.
But we'll present it as your idea.
Didn't you just say Olstead?
Ollengar, I have mentioned. Olstead.
And that's the high elf one.
That's Arkengol.
Damn it, I'm confused. Listen, okay, we just need to go to a port that's close to Delta Bay.
Yeah, that would be either Jotunheim down south on the other continent,
Okay.
or Holmbeck, which would be just above the border.
Oh, right. Which one would you suggest? I'll listen this time.
Yes, Jotunheim I would suggest, because
It is
the
done.
pirates are pillaging the Asher Sea.
Okay, fine. I love it. I love it so much. Take us. Let's go to Jotunheim.
Jotunheim.
That is it.
Jotunheim?
Jotunheim.
I love the fact that you're just going up to one of these guys and I'll listen this time. I promise. This time I will listen.
Listen, I promise. We'll go to Jotunheim, we'll get a ship there and sail to Delta Bay just as we planned.
Several people like this Jotunheim.
Tomorrow at noon.
Tomorrow at noon, where should we show up? Where do we meet the teleport?
Let's say at the Circle of Paths, and let's say about one travel early, so that there's no way up.
Well, noon.
Yeah,
was what I said. So or whatever close to noon you have.
Yeah, let's say.
It's noon.
Cool.
And
the Circle of Paths,
Circle of Paths. Yeah.
which is where?
And you actually been there before.
I've been there before. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten.
It's where you met the Kenku that sounded like a dog.
Oh, right, that was a teleportation place. I vaguely remember that.
But you'll listen this time.
Right.
Right, so
Bye, Tristan.
you had some shopping
Bye,
to
Golden
do
Retriever.
there, right?
Ready.
Yeah, I guess.
On the way back to the ship, I'd like to buy some forget-me-nots.
Yeah.
That's it. How much do I pay for that?
Again, how many flowers do you want?
5.
Yeah, sure. I'll take 5. And you know what? Forget about the whole paying for them. I'll just steal them.
5 forget-me-nots?
All right, fine. A bushel.
Yeah, okay. And you want to steal? Make us like
No idea.
It's a flower like det på størrelse med mangovids.
Sleight of hand 21.
The fact that you
I'll take a bouquet of forget.
You have a
Trust bucket.
Did you steal them because you couldn't be asked to?
Yep.
To deal with the
You got it.
money?
Right. So you return? Yes, have you been smoking?
No, I promise.
It's bad for you.
I promise I
don't
haven't.
care.
I promise, Dad. I haven't been smoking.
Also, no, I was just wondering where do I get
I haven't. You still have to pay for my driver's license.
No,
Dad.
I was just wondering where do I get some.
I have this guy.
Okay, cool. Right, it's called sit.
Do you want to summon a demon again? Oh hi, Dabry. I didn't see you there.
In Thieves' Cant, no. And then we disappear. Right. So.
I'm just waiting patiently for snakes.
Oh crap!
Yeah, we just have
What?
chiseled into
Blood.
the Anastasia as well.
Yeah,
No, we got a lot of blood.
24 hours, baby. It has to be fresh. You need that fresh, yeah.
It
has to have died.
still bad.
From a humanoid, I believe. Even.
Average
Dead.
constant
I mean, again,
Dora
I
book
kind of.
status is always.
Where else could one find dead humanoids?
Graveyard? Graveyard?
There's hospital. The
Hospital?
Hospitals? I assume they just had healers. And that was it.
Yep. Well, it is healers at the hospital.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yes. Or graveyard. Yeah, they're recently buried. Good. Oh no, they could have been dead for a long time before they were buried.
Yeah.
Hospital's better.
Yeah, that's good.
This feels like this could end up in shenanigans.
Yes, I feel like you. Let's go. You're gonna be.
What? Dr. Rex Tillerson? Oh wait, no, Churchill? Yes, that's Rex Tillerson.
What?
What? Oh yeah, Dr. Brawny?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's go.
Yeah. At this point, as you leave, Sister Nix, you are alive.
Okay, guys, there's so many demons in here.
Hello, Sister Nix.
Greetings, Aurora.
He gets what's in it, buddy.
Yes, I believe you got my message from Paco.
Yeah, I did. Let's say specific.
Are these demons? We are really
Unique information you have with me.
Yes.
I certainly looked at it. Was there anything particular you wanted to know?
Just about the ongoings in Kharakaz? Kharakaz? Yes. Kharakaz. What's going on there? Because, as I mentioned to Paco, I don't know if he delayed the information onto you, but we were told that perhaps it is a black shield holding the power
That is true.
Black.
They were once the generals of the Witch Queen's armies, and since became nobility when the Hobgoblins decided to flee to the nation after the war. It said it has been prior it became a wasteland. It was a macrocracy. Well, infighting caused destitution. I don't know. Nothing else is really known. No other sentient creatures have been behind the black walls and back again.
Okay.
There's always been a bit of mystery. We don't really know how they have food there. It's thought impossible, and they cannot live just by fishing, for instance.
Yes.
There's no trade with the nation as well. So.
Okay, we're going on a mission to Delta Bay.
Yes, I received word from Tristan.
Yes, what do you know of Delta Bay? How is the situation there?
Well, it has just recently fallen to the armies. There was one of the warlords leading what was his name again?
That's good.
Was it Black? The Primal, I believe, or something like that.
Like the Primal?
Yes. A powerful druid took over the place.
And that was the Empire or the
Kharakaz kingdom.
Okay. Do you perhaps know who to contact if we were to start a rebellion
Well,
in Delta Bay?
Delta Bay, not by name, or at least.
Would you know where to look?
I know of a halfling named Kellen.
Halfling called?
Kellen. K-E-L-L-E-N.
Killen. Yes.
A halfling cold or a halfling cult?
What is the name?
It's just very important. It's actually a really cute image.
Kellen Fischer.
Killen Fischer. Yes.
It's basically moon goblins.
It seems that he holds some sway in town still.
Okay. When I return, perhaps we could pick up on my training?
Certainly.
And I believe that Vesh may have some plans. I saw him in a dream.
Oh.
He came to visit me, and he was talking about...
Which figure did he appear as? I've always been told you appear as people as you know.
Yes.
Not importance.
As people I knew from my childhood.
Oh.
And yes. So that was kind of weird. So yeah, he was talking about what... He asked me what I thought the purpose was of the gods and such. Have you ever seen him?
Not personally, no. I have had some trainers that swear that I have seen him in dreams, as you just told me.
Could you perhaps give me the name of some?
Well, there was Asher, Fire Genasi. I trained some years ago. There was also Alba, a Happer. I believe he's still in town, maybe. Other than that, I don't really recall. It's been quite a long time.
Okay, thank you so much. As I said, we'll be going on this mission tomorrow, and I'll see you when I see you.
Yes.
Goodbye, Sister Nix.
Goodbye. I wish you well on your journey.
Likewise.
Let's buy it.
And we
Yeah,
turn
sure.
to the doctor.
You know, Scrawny, I just had a thought. So the blood required has to be taken from a dead humanoid.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say anything whether the person has to stay dead. So I was thinking, what if I just strangled you to death, extracted your blood very quickly, just listen me out, extracted your blood very quickly, and then revived you with some handy CPR at your class? Had you healed? I mean, yeah.
But I drink my coffee around you guys.
But like, you'd be technically dead. Right. You know what I mean? Like you just kind of just...
I mean,
you know that thing where they sort of say, oh, your whole life flashed before you die. Like, you'll be right there. Like, you'll still be watching the images when I get you back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say no on this one.
Okay. I mean, okay. I just want to say you're in great hands. I am a trained doctor.
Right, sure.
Sounds like bullshit to me.
I am. I took it. I was doing med school. I was also doing law school.
Right. Okay. Here's the thing.
About that eye
Another thing, though. Another thing. Do we have to practice the whole demon thing now? Because I mean, we are going behind enemy lines.
You asked me to do it.
Oh, I thought I wasn't aware of the whole blood situation.
We can do it.
Because I mean,
It's not that hard to
we
do.
could also wait till we go to Kharakaz where there's plenty of goblins, and then we just
Yeah, but I think we'll be busy in Kharakaz. And I'm already formulating a plan how to sneak into the hospital and get our hands on dead bodies.
I mean, I'm ready. Are you?
We'll keep it tight.
You're gonna be Dr. Brony?
No, I have another idea.
Cool.
Let's go to the
You
hospital.
could also be my father.
No, let's go to the hospital.
No. Swarmy Blake.
I don't know how the hospital works, but all I need to know is that other people who aren't necessarily healers, but like who are kind of,
Morticians?
They live in Portur. Some dude.
Oh.
We'll down some attendees. essentially.
Yeah, sure. Is there like, can I somehow isolate an attendee?
Wait. Okay. Fuck him.
Yeah,
Sure. All right. Okay. I'll just sort of find one when no one's sort of looking. I'll just go to one of these attendees. I don't know how we get into the hospital or how this works, but we just do. And I go up to the attendee and I say,
you just point at my face, going, "Look," and there you go. I say shit.
I cast charm
Get on the
person.
stretcher, man.
Yes. And what's your safety DC?
I say, my safety C is 15. I say to him, "You're very horny. Go buy yourself someone pretty." And I give him 3 gold.
It's really weird. I always thought I was a eunuch, but yeah.
And then I cast disguise self to look like this dude.
Had it not been easier just to get this person who works here at the hospital to get us some blood?
Probably. but that seems like a complicated
Where's the
task.
fun in there?
Exactly. I really like the idea of getting him to buy a hooker. So let's just... I'm now this dude. I disguise myself to look like him. Let's go hunting for a dead body.
Thanks for listening. The intro music was by Philip Fischer, whereas the outro music was by Martin Kerr. The other pieces which are mentioned in the description down below were by Kevin MacLeod. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we hope to see you again in Dorkin.